Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back to this particular video. I am here to share with you today my first meme deck of the expansion. I've won with it. It's pretty nice. It is definitely meme, but I feel like it structurally holds together and is consistent and it's fun. I love it. I'm so proud of it. I put a lot of work into this. You can tell by my MS Paint here. What this demonstrates is I went through all the factions and looked at the amount of legendary cards they have, which is the number. And then I went and had a look at and graded sort of what they were based upon. So, for example, Syndicate has too many legendary cards to worry about. Monsters is a bit rocky because a lot of them rely on Death Wish and a lot of them rely on certain things, so they're kind of combo cards. Skellige seems to just have powerful legendary cards. So I ranked them: Skellige, Nilf, Northern Realms, Scourge Monsters, then Syndicate, for use with the card Master Mirror. So this is what this whole deck is about. This is the Skellige Master Mirror deck. I do actually already have a Nilfgaard one, but that'll be on a different video, and it plays differently. But the Skellige one, I think structurally it works great, and every card is important. That's what I love about it. I put so much work into it, and I feel like it's beautiful. Mwah. So let's have a look. I'm going to walk you through it, and then game of a lifetime afterwards. I'm so happy, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Okay, so this is the deck. Now, it's quite a complicated feat, but I'm going to discuss it. I'm super proud of it, so I am going to take all the juicy time I need to explain it. So I called it Gaunter Illuminati. It's just a work in progress title. It's all about Master Mirror, but the problem with saying Master Mirror is that everyone thinks of the expansion as a whole and not just this card, right? So the overarching idea of the deck is that we play Master Mirror, we play good cards from the right side, and we transform bad cards on the left side and play them as powerful cards. And then in round 2 we Lippy Goodman to swap the graveyard and the deck, and then we get the value all over again in round 3. Okay, so let's first of all go over Master Mirror and discuss what he does, so you can get a better understanding of why I built the deck the way I have. So Master Mirror has Veil and Deploy. Transform the leftmost card in your hand into a random legendary card from your faction that was not in your starting deck, and repeat this ability whenever you play the rightmost card in your hand. Okay, so essentially speaking, you want the rubbish cards on the left hand side of your hand, and the most powerful cards, the cards you intend to play, on the right hand side of your hand. So that's not easily done, but that would explain why we've gone for a little bit of a discard package with the leader and some of the cards. We've got Sacrificial Vanguard, discard a card, draw a card. We've also got Burner Bran to draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, and 1 Heime Skald to draw a card, discard a card. Okay, now the reason we've done this is that discarding and drawing cards allows you to shuffle your hand a little bit. So, for example, if you have a really bad card on the right hand side of your hand and you need to play something to get Gaunter to trigger, you don't want to play that bad card, and by discarding that card and drawing one, whenever you draw a card, so you can discard a middle card if you want, you know, so we have got one particular Tursat Skirmisher, so no matter where he is in the deck, in your hand I mean, you can discard him, and the card you draw will always go onto the rightmost side. So if you draw a good card, you'll be able to play that. Okay, so there's always that element of reshuffling your hand a little bit with the discarding and the drawing. Now, for sure, I mean, you may choose to take this deck and switch out to a different thing. I mean, like Second Wind is always good, so feel free to experiment with that. But I really like the discard thing. It's worked quite well for me. So the next thing is that we want to pull Master Mirror, we want to pull Lippy when we need them, right? So Oneiromancy is such an amazing card. It seems to be just what we need for these meme decks, that you want to play 1 card in round 1 and 1 card in round 3, right? So essentially, hopefully you'll get Master Mirror in round 1 just naturally. If you don't, you've got Oneiromancy to try and get him. If you don't get Oneiromancy or Master Mirror, then you've got Matter to pull the top cards. Hopefully you'll at least have Shoop. So you'll pull Oneiromancy, and if you have Oneiromancy, you don't have to pull Master Mirror. if you have these and you need Lippy Goodman in round 2, you can hopefully use your Neuromancy. If you haven't used it already, you can use Matter to get it if you've had Master Mirror and a Neuromancy and you've got Shoop. So there's a broad spectrum of ways to get Master Mirror in round 1 and to get Lippy in round 2. And what's really cool is if you use a Neuromancy to get Lippy in round 2, which I think is the best option, that when you swap the decks, a Neuromancy won't necessarily... So what's really nice, if you use a Neuromancy in round 1 to get Master Mirror, that in round 2 you get it back, so you can use that to get Lippy to transfer the decks. Now, bear in mind, if you use a Neuromancy in round 2 to get Lippy, it will go into the graveyard, and then Lippy will swap it, and it won't get doomed. But it won't go to the top of your deck because it's not in your graveyard. So you'll have to find some other way to get in it. So all in all, I think it's pretty consistent with the ability to discard and draw extra cards. I think it's like not too bad, right? And we've got a decent amount of thinning because you've got Knickers, we've got Morkvarg, we've got Roach as well. Okay, Knickers, Roach, and Morkvarg, and Lippy doubles this value. Okay, so we chose Shoop because we want powerful cards on the right hand side. Okay, so Shoop is a powerful one. That's why we've only got one of all these. So we've got loads and loads of 4 strength cards. Some of them really good, and I don't mind playing. Some of them not too good, that I want to be on the right hand side. So for example, if we go through them very quickly, On-Crate Marauder, don't care about him. On-Crate Armorsmith could be pretty good if someone tries to damage Gaunter over time. You can boost them, but otherwise don't really care. Highwayman can defeat an Andraga Larvae, but don't care. Tursak Skirmisher, you want to discard that guy. Drummond Villager, she's nice, I like her. Give bleeding 4 to a unit on the right, then bleeding 4 to an enemy. You can put it on a Veil unit, and it basically negates the bleeding 4 to a friendly ally. So she's actually a really nice card to play. We've got Haymay Protector, could be useful, don't care. Bearmaster, don't care. On-Crate, don't care. Scald, only if you need to. She's really nice to have, because she could be 7 in round 3, and with Lippy, you know, she'll be in the graveyard. You might get a Harold. Again, Stunning Blow, Herbalist, Crow Preacher. Okay, so they're all the bronzes. Also, Priest of Freya's Blessing. So they're all the bronzes, and now what I had to do was put in a variety of warriors, a variety of druids, and a variety of special cards. Okay, some alchemy and stuff like that. The reason being is that depending on what legendary cards you get from Gaunter, you want them to be useful. So like Freya's Blessing, try and keep that in your deck or whatever, so that when you swap, if you get Ermion, you can actually play it. That means if you play it in round 1, it'll swap back into your deck for round 3 with Lippy, so you can play it. If you get, for example, the Gedineth scenario, I don't even know if it's possible to get that, but if you do get it, we wanted some druids, so we've got some druids available. If we get Harold, so it resurrects warriors, we wanted some warriors in the graveyard. That's why we've got some pretty decent warriors around. So we've really kind of broadly got loads of 4 strength stuff that all our legendaries can use. Okay, now the last thing to note is there are a couple of legendaries in here that are not very good, and there's a reason I put those in. The main 2 are Bernard Bran is sometimes not necessary, so she can be pretty bad at some points. The main ones though are Heim. I don't find Heim very useful at all. And also Artis. Okay, now he can be pretty good, but I think you have to kind of anticipate, and you know, it's not great, but you can play him on the melee if you just want a 5. But the reason we put these 2 cards in is because they're legendary and because they're cheap. Okay, now the reason we put that in after that is because Gaunter O'Dim, he turns it into a random legendary card from your faction that was not in your starting deck. So by putting those cheap legendary cards in our starting deck, we're guaranteed to not get them from Gaunter. So essentially speaking, I've gone through all the legendary cards for Skellige, okay, and all the ones that were kind of there, I put in. And I left all the ones, or the ones which were okay and the ones that were great. So, generally speaking, I didn't want to fill up my deck full of ones that I didn't want because, you know, I don't want to do that. But the absolute worst ones that I don't like, I put in the deck. But generally speaking, most of the legendaries that you get from Gaunter should be pretty good. As you can see, I would be happy to get any of those. So these guys are what I consider bad cards that will go on the left-hand side that you'll want to flip. Unless they are somehow useful. I mean, if someone's playing some really strong units, you might consider putting Artist down. They may waste a lock on it or whatever. Okay, so I think that's generally it. We play Master Mirror in round 1, and we just cycle through playing a powerful card on the left, a powerful card on the right, powerful card on the left, if possible. And then in round 2, we Lippy, we get Roach out, we get Morkvarg out, Knickers can come out again, and then in round 3, we're Neuromancy, get Master Mirror out, and then we just keep playing powerful card on the left, powerful card on the right, powerful card on the left. So that was a long explanation, but I hope you sat through it and enjoyed it. I really did. Now, I've got a game to show you, and to be honest, it's amazing. I love it. The dopamine hit was extreme, and thank you for watching. Feel free to have a go at the deck. I've got a Nilfgaard one coming up as well soon, which has more synergy but less tempo with the Lippy. But thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you again very soon. Woo. I love it. Ready. I do think there should be some allowance for making bigger decks. There's no reason to make bigger than 25 card decks. Like, you can't. Because if you do make larger than 25 decks, you're hindered in your provision, so it sucks. Right, so what we need to know is the card on the right needs to be a good card, which is not, and the card on the left needs to be a black card, which also is not. But I need to get rid of these two. So I don't really have a choice there. We can discard that, actually. Be nice. I hope that we get something good. Monsters, melee row, back row, doesn't matter. Just stick to one row. But I can't... I love how that is actually a unique animation. They said they were starting to bring in some... Well, they said it for like 3 years, actually, that they were bringing in some unique animations. And his actually is a unique resurrection. If you know what that's from, then congratulations, guys.
Your souls will propel this long ship.
Right, let's do this then.
That pure such clan and crit. Arm at last.
We'll wait to discard so that thing dies unless it's got a purification. He's got a consume, he could eat the thing off it. Someone said that Siegfried also has a unique animation. Nice. 7 armor. Oof. Let's discard that. Hope to get something good. Okay, I can play that. We'll play it on Gaunter Dim so she doesn't give anything bleeding. Although I misplayed her last time because she gives bleeding to the unit on the right, which is strange but doable. 4 provision bronze beats a yogurt. Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
Get out! Away! This here's our iron.
Oh shit, it's got Veil. Oh, misplay. Big old fat misplay. That was a nice 4 strength. But we got Ermion. We haven't got any warriors in there, so Ermion's not very good right now. You see that misplay, guys? Nice. I wasn't thinking. We could play her.
Head. A fitting gift for our king.
Hermione, I believe, has only got a Priestess of Freya. And we don't want a Priestess of Freya. So we'll play this.
Modern Freya will protect us.
Bam! Set is on crate! Very nice. Wouldn't that work really, really well if we use the... Actually, we haven't got any Drummond Shield Maidens in our deck, so... we haven't got any way to hurt them, and there's no random damage, so... It's going to consume that and spawn another one. Am I going to get Knickers? Does Knickers come at the end of your turn? It doesn't fucking say, does it? So I could pass and Knickers to come out, but that's no good. Let's do a Drummond woman, so that if I get her again with the Lippy...
Stuff careful there.
Although he is getting... Hey! We got the blackness. I believe he's getting 3 value per turn. Plus whatever he plays. But we got him on the back foot at least. Not for very much longer though, truth be told, because I've got to play that next. Right, okay, that's good. We made him play what I assume was some sort of win condition. Okay, cool. I like it. Now, what I like about that is it's like a metal layer there. Because I was stacking because of the frost, he uses the werecat. You, sir, are a smart one, Mr. Wolf. Right, are there any here that I don't want? Right, I need to think about what are the cards that I don't want. Because they're going to go back into the deck and then get ruined. Are there any cards here I do want? Shoop. So we need to try and get Shoop. Oh, we got Lippy. I can play that Shoop. Okay.
See if he's had any coin in his pockets. Or his owns.
Get rid of that. Wonder if it's worth getting rid of that now. Try and draw the Shoop. We could just play the Shoop. Please work. Yeah, what are we doing then? We are memeing. But do that one. Destroy an enemy artifact, boost an allied unit by 4, boost a random unit in your hand by 2. Let's do boost the unit by that one, I suppose, 4. Okay. I just realised I could do a dick thing, but I won't. Yeah, you can probably Osrail my my Gaunter. Thank you. So that, I mean, that is a weakness. I could have lippied him straight away. This is a friendly match, so he's not being a dick. That's okay. Right. Any of those I want? Not really. So I guess we play this.
Is that a challenge?
Multvarg, Roach. We don't need to play that, but we'll play it. Nice one.
The likes of overseas plundering in springtime.
Value Town. Occupation me. Okay. Don't really want to play Gaunter in this round, but what's the best card I've got here then? It's Shoop, isn't it? Does she only pull units? Blah blah blah. Draw the lowest and highest cost card, so I will draw Shoop with her, which is great. Now, is it Shoot Knight that has resilience? Or is it... I mean, I feel like 8 resilience would be a bit high, wouldn't it?
Will you die already? Or need I kill you again?
Anyone remember? I don't think it tells you on the card. Oh, he might tell you. It does tell you. Oh, nice. Well done, CD. Random card, resilience. Yeah, I thought the 4 would be fairer. Nice. Knickers. Bad dog. Bad dog. You're a good boy. Good boy. Trying to help. Okay, Shoop. Big old Shoop. A Neuromancy. Perfect. Now, a Neuromancy... Because it didn't go to the top of the deck, I can use it 3 times. Just saying. I can't use it 3 times because it's not going to be another round, but in theory, 3 times. That's a crap card. Good. That one, don't want to play. That one, don't want to play. Okay, so I have to play that. But yeah, in theory, like, it's not doomed itself. Okay. Is there some I want to draw? Yes, I do want to draw some cards, so we'll wait and do this. What's the top card in my deck? 11, 11, 8. Gotcha. Right, so we'll do that. Bam. And we got more Fire of Terror. Okay, good. I love it. This is fucking awesome, guys. This is sweet. I'm actually thinking I might even win. I mean, come on. Problem is, I'm gonna have to keep hold of him, which seems weird. But I've got plenty of cards I can play here. Dominance. If you have dominance, okay. Play an Echo card. Maybe Sucrus. Get rid of that. Oh, I can't. Okay. Careful.
Need a good slapping.
Right. We're gonna leave it there, I think. We got Morgvar Heart of Terror for that. Frost, okay.
Only the pure white of snow. All else disgusts me.
Hero Shoot Knight. Boost an allied unit by 4. Destroy an artifact. Right, let's boost the unit by 4. There we go. I think you really kind of struggle when you get low on cards like this. Now we're looking at a bit of struggle here. Oh, nice. He's got the 8. Right, the Frost does a bit more value now. Okay, just 3. Let's I think we will discard her. See what happens. Hopefully ping something else. Not great. Swap power with a damaged unit. Okay, we can't. We can Sucrus. Bam. Not great for the weather, but we can Sucrus that, and then it pulls something shitty out. But when we Sucrus, That'll get changed and I'll finally have a good card.
Oh, I love the smell of a burning village in the
Whenever this unit loses armor. Shit, that would have been great ages ago. Okay.
Ha! Yet another horn for my collection.
Our shields are our ramparts!
5. We won!
Yes! Fucking yes, mate.
Oh, that just felt so good though. Getting Morkvar, getting Sucrus. Not Sucrus. The Rupture bloke. Oh, can't beat that. You can't beat that. This dopamine, it's good stuff. Yeah, 2 ruptures. Oh man, it's good stuff. I mean, my deck is like thin, but I love the fact that when I played Matter, the card that I drew went on the right, so that card that was really shitty was on the left. Oh, yes! That was awesome. Like, but the fact is, I'm so fucking happy about it because I put in some serious work in this meme. There, look, colors, you know, numbers. This is like serious work in this deck, the Gaunter Illuminati. And honestly, it works like a fucking dream. It works so good. And people might say, why the hell you got Heim in there? It's shit. The reason I got Heim in there is so that I don't pull it as a legendary and I can convert it. Why have you got, you know, Artis in there? So I don't pull him as a legendary. He's relatively cheap. And he can, yeah, no, it's just, It works. So if I put this much effort into a top tier deck, I'd be winning Gwent Challenger by now.